Hi, everybody. It's Cheryl. How's it going? It's now Sunday. I know I'm a couple days later than the Friday. I am now going to provide you with our day 10 yoga weekdays leading up to Christmas. I know it's Sunday. Thank you again for you all understanding. I was not feeling well on Friday. One of those lovely recipients of migraines, and I just knew there was no way I was going to lead you through this practice in my full bodied, energetic self. So, we're going to get ready here for our 45-minute class. Um, if you have any questions afterwards or after watching the video and you need anything answered, just let me know and I will answer whatever I can for you. So, what I want you to do is I want you to come to standing on your mat and come into Tadasana. So remember, in Tadasana, you can have those feet together or hip width apart. And you're just going to find that nice centering on the feet. So I love to go from heels to toes, heels to toes, just feeling all those connecting points on under my feet, pushing into the ground. And then that allows me to come more centered in my mountain pose. Just bringing awareness to your breath. Nice smooth breath in and out of the nose. And then on your next breath in, bring those arms up, interlace the fingers and steeple hands. I know you can't see them on my screen at the moment. And just gently tick-tock side to side. Continuing with the movement of your breath. I'm just going to move my camera a little bit here. Continue moving. Just have that nice control of movement with the tick-tock. A little bit better. Remember, it's all in the upper body. I noticed myself starting to do this, like having a baby swaying. No, we just want the upper torso moving. And then finish your last tick-tock. Make sure it's equal on each side. And then let's move into those torso circles. So it's all in the upper body. So it seems kind of weird when we do them at first, especially if you're not used to them, with making your hips stay stationary, static, where the upper body is moving. Remember, we're going to do 3 in each direction. When you've done your 3, switch direction. Then come on back up. And then we're going to take that right wrist, grab it with the left, extend a gentle pull, and exhale over to the left. Nice smooth breath. Inhale back up. Let's switch. Gently grabbing that left arm, gentle pull up, and then exhale over to the right. Face is nice and soft, jaws relaxed. And then come back up to center, release those arms down, do a gentle swing of the arms. We're going to do 4 rounds of our standing heating breath. So you're going to interlace your fingers and put your knuckles right underneath your chin. You're going to have your arms, so you might have to have a slight movement forward, especially if you have anything in the front here that gets in the way, because we want to bring those elbows together. This is a beautiful prana breathing technique that helps heat up the body. So I'm just gently pushing on my chin. I'm going to exhale fully. I'm going to inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing the arms down. We're going to inhale, arms up. Give yourself a nice, gentle back bend. And then exhale, coming forward into a standing forward fold. It's our first one. It could be nice and gentle. So just a gentle sway side to side. Remember your feet, when you're in your fold, if you feel like you need to spread the feet further apart, you can spread them further apart, about hip distance apart if your feet were together. And if you want to go deeper into the fold, just grabbing the backs of the legs. You'll notice I'm not bone straight on my legs. A little bit tight in my hamstrings and just a little bit in my calves. I'm not going to force it. Then I'm going to bring my hands together in steeple hands, and I'm going to inhale all the way up. And then releasing the arms down. Standing in stillness for a moment. We're going to move into our yang pose, our first yang. So remember, we're going to be doing this for 1 minute, and we're going to be moving into our prayer squats. So we are going to get started. Remember, with prayer squats, we want to have those feet hip distance apart, toes facing the same direction. Arms are alongside the body first. And we are going to get started. Set, go. Sitting back, bringing the palms in front of the heart. 1 minute. Remember, the purpose isn't to have our body flying around. We want control of the movement. I'm shooting the energy from my hips up. It's not in my legs, glutes. Here we go. It feels amazing. Sit back and up. Sit back and up. We have 10 seconds. And stop. You're going to come into our first yin will be modified runner's lunge. So you're going to inhale, arms up, exhale, fold. I'm going to step back to your downward dog just for a moment here. And then you're going to bring that right foot forward between the hands and gently bring that left knee down to the mat. So remember, in modified runner's lunge, you do have the choice of that back knee being up or down. So then you're going to bring that right heel back. You'll notice that my knee is coming forward, and that's okay. So for some of us, this is enough. If you have those blocks or books and you want to have the hands on the blocks to help with kind of dig deep into that pose, you can do that. And we're going to start now. 2 minutes. Remember, you can even come down onto the forearms, and you can have that back knee up. And breathe. And with Power Yin, you don't have to stay still in your pose. If you have to keep readjusting to sink deeper and find that kind of spot where you're like, oh yeah, I can feel the muscles, the tension, it's stretching out. But remember, we do not want that compression. Nice smooth face. Relax. the jaw, connect the breath. We're more than halfway. So again, if you need to readjust, if you have that back knee up and you want to bring it down now, you can, or vice versa. You can tuck that chin in towards the chest. The breath is in and out of the nose. 20 seconds. We're going to get ready to come out. If you're down on the forearms, you can walk those hands back. You're going to step that left foot forward. Inhale, arms all the way up. And release the arms. We're going to go into our second round of prayer squats. So remember, your feet are hip width apart at least, or you can go a little bit wider. Find that rhythm of the breath. And begin. Sitting back and moving. You don't not have to stay with me. You can go slower if you want. If you have control and you want to go faster, you can. But speed is not our aim here. That is not our goal. It is finding every purpose of this movement. Building on it. Nice and smooth. We have less than 25 seconds. Feel it in the butt. Glutes are coming forward. Five seconds. Do your last one. We're going to come back into that downward dog. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, then the right foot back. Going to bring that left foot forward. Bring that right knee down with control. Bring that left heel, back. And we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So remember, readjust where you need to. If you need that back knee up, if you want that challenge, you can. Hands can be on blocks or books. Send those hips forward. Nice, smooth breath. If you're on the hands and you can't get down to the forearms, but that you're on your fingertips and it doesn't feel good and you don't have blocks, you can do the motion onto the knuckles. Okay? Nice work. We're getting there. Smooth breath. We're halfway there. Remember, if you need to readjust, if you want to bring that knee down, if you had it up, or vice versa, you can do that. We're getting there. We have 30 seconds. And you're going to notice that one side was easier than the other. 9 seconds. And making your way up onto the hands. If you were on your forearms, you're going to step that right foot forward. Inhale the arms up and release. Moving into our next yang pose. It's called a Spartan push-up. So there's many options. You can have the knee down or the knee up, both hands down or one arm behind the back. So this is how it works. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Bringing those hands down onto the mat. You're going to step your left foot back so your right foot's forward. Bring that left knee down. You're going to wiggle that right foot outwards and turn it about a 45-degree angle. So the first level is you would have your left hand on the mat, right arm behind you, and you're coming into, sorry, wrong way, right arm, left hand, and come into a push-up with the one arm. You can have both arms down, okay, or you can have that back knee up and come down. It's not, your whole hips aren't dipping down. It's the upper body trying to keep it in a straight line. So you can just join me. Feel it. Actually, yeah, left hand down, right arm behind you. You want to go a little bit further. There's not a lot of movement in the hip, so don't worry about dipping the hips down. We're getting there. Straightening those arms. Yeah. And if that back knee was up, bring it down. We're going to stay exactly where we are, and we're going into wide runner's lunge. So just bring the foot to the outside, a little bit further out, turn that foot to about a 45-degree angle, and this is where you can stay. Or you can be on the knuckles, or you can be down on the floor. And that back knee can be up or down. Nice smooth breath. You can tuck that chin in towards the chest. Take a moment here and see where you're feeling the sensations, the stretch. We're targeting, as you can tell, that right thigh and hip rotator cuff in here. If that knee was up, that left knee, and you want to bring it down, bring it down. We're more than halfway. You may notice you want to readjust something. If you're not feeling as much in that, say, even the left pelvis and hip area, that's another section we want to hit, just send the hips forward a little bit. I'm feeling this. It's good. As you can tell, we're digging deep into the hips in this one. And get ready to come out of it. If you're on your forearms, walk those hands back, tuck that back. You're going to walk the right foot back to center. Tuck the back toe, lift the knee, step forward. Oh, yeah. Inhale, arms all the way up. And release the arms. Feel any sensations on the right side compared to the left. We're going to do the exact same thing on the left side. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands down. Step the right foot back and bring that right knee down to the mat. We got to move into that yang pose first, which is our Spartan push-up. You're going to wiggle the left foot to the edge of the right and left side of the mat. Remember, you can leave that left or right knee down, or you can have it up. Both hands can be on the mat, or you can bring that left arm behind you. And begin. We're doing 1 minute of a Spartan push-up. Relax the face. Make sure you're not dipping your head down. I just caught myself doing it. I'm looking about a foot in front of me. Almost there. And complete one more. You're going to bring that knee down if it wasn't down. You're going to wiggle your left foot to the edge of the left side of the mat and turn your foot about a 45-degree angle out. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. See, so this, we're doing this. We're coming into that wide runner's lunge. And we're going to get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Remember the choices. Back knee can be down or up. You can be on your forearms. You can be on blocks. Be on your knuckles. Sending those hips, the pelvis forward. And breathe. We are doing good. Beautiful inhalations and exhalations through the nose. Remember, you might want to sink deeper. Change your position to feel the sensations. We have 1 minute left. Making sure my shoulders are away from my ears. We're almost there. And slowly, if you're on your forearms, walk those hands back. Bring that left foot back to center. Left arm on the other side of it. Tuck that back toe. Step forward. Oh, yeah. You feel that? Oh, inhale, arms up. And release the arms down. Move into our next yang pose. I'm feeling that right in here. So we're going to move into our psych jumps. So it involves a squash. But what's going to happen before I get you guys to start, your feet are just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Okay? You're going to do a squat. You're going to have your arms in the starting position. You have them up like a star, shoulders away from the ears. All right? And then what we're going to do is for a minute, you squat, bring the arms behind you, and then when you come up on your toes. And then you continue that for 1 minute. Remember, we want to do this with control. Nothing to do with speed. We want to focus in on the core, focus in on the glutes, the lower back, and just have full control and balance on what we're doing. So remember, let's set it up. Feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Arms are up like you're holding a big beach ball, shoulders away from the ears. Find that breath. And begin. So I'm going to do this for 1 minute, all right? I'm not moving fast. I am controlling my movement, not letting the movement control me. Beautiful movement. Up on those tiptoes. I was cheating there for a second and caught myself. I wasn't coming up very far or as high as I could. We have about 10 seconds. Do one more and release. You're going to come to sitting on the mat. Our next pose is called a half hurdle pose. So first extend those legs out in front of you. And then you're going to part that awesome excess flesh we have underneath us. And we're going to start with the right leg. So you're going to bend that right leg and bring the right foot beside the right hip. But for some of us, we can bring, I know you can't really see it in the camera, but your foot might not come beside the hip. It may be a little bit further out. That's okay. So the other goal here is to see if you can have the knees together. If that right knee starts coming up a little bit, just take a moment, readjust what you need. You're going to flex that left foot. Shoulders are away from the ears. You're going to inhale, arms up, and exhale, forward. Now, this is another part where, for some of us, blocks or books would be good, because we can use those to help aid us into the position where we can feel the sensation behind the left leg. It's where I'm feeling is in the hamstring. I'm working into my lumbar spine. So there's not any discomfort in my lumbar spine. I can feel a stretch, but no discomfort, or I should say no pain. We don't want that compression. Nice smooth breath. Allow the jaw to relax. And if you want to tackle the back of the neck, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Keeping that left foot flexed, so toes are pointing towards you, not away. Or the foot's not floppy, like a puppet not being used. Let's give some attention to that left leg, activating the whole leg with flexing that foot. We're more than halfway there. Again, remember if you need to readjust. And for some of us, we may be up. So if you can't tilt very far, that's okay. It's where your body's at. Remember, we're helping the body, connecting with that fascia, allowing it, giving it time during these poses to elongate, giving that pliability, that moisture that it needs, creating that space. Again, relax that face. If you find you're starting to clench the jaw, allow that tongue to relax. Soften your forehead. We're almost there. Slowly walk those hands back. Just lift or roll over to the left. Straighten that right leg out. Give a gentle shake to the legs. And you're going to make your way back to standing because we need to do our yang pose in between. So remember, we're doing those psych jumps. So getting those feet more than hip width apart, not any larger than that. Arms are up. Remember that beach ball? And we're going to start now. So squat down, up on those toes. Squat. Toes. Squat. Toes. Or whatever. Ooh, see, I almost fell out of that. Because I'm trying to look at my timer. We're doing great, guys. You might sometimes feel a minute might be a little bit too much. You do what works best for you. Believe in yourself, and you can get there. I've been there. I've had injuries. I've had things where I didn't think my body could get back to the way it was before. And I'm actually feeling pretty much stronger than I did even when I was 30. I am 42, people. Almost there. Do one more. And heels down, arms down. We're going to come back to the floor. Extend those legs both out. So we're coming back into that half hurdle pose. So this time the right leg stays extended. Flex the right toes, right foot, bringing that left leg beside you. Remember, it could be right beside the hip. Might be out a little bit. All right. Remember, flexed. Inhale the arms up and exhale, fold. Remember, if you need blocks or books, put the hands on. You can. It's usually a little bit easier, especially with depending on the length of your arms. They may not reach the floor, right? Nice smooth breath. Keeping that right foot flexed. We are doing great. Again, you may find yourself sinking a little bit further. Apologize, my nose is a little stuffy. And in and out of the nose, guys. In and out of the nose. I can feel myself slowly sinking deeper. I don't know if any of you felt that sensation yet. It is so cool. It's almost like I can visualize the fascia, just adding that extra ring of elasticity to it. It's getting a little bit longer. Nice smooth breath. We have about 20 seconds left. Relax the face. Come out of it slowly with control. Walking the torso, hands back so the torso comes up. Lean over to the right side. Extend that left leg out. Gently shake the legs. We're on to our last yang pose. We're going to come into our, plank crunches. Plank crunches. So we did this last week in our first Power In within this series. So remember, you have a choice. You can come into this position or this position with the hands. So either the hands are flat or you're on your knuckles. Really listen to your wrists. You can have the knees down, but make sure the knees aren't in line with the hips. That's a table. You're not really activating the core here. We want to have that angle. Or you can be up here. We're going to start now. So remember, it's opposite leg or knee to the opposite elbow. The goal here is not to move the hips and torque yourself more. It's all, you'll notice, activating, sorry, the obliques and the core. You notice I'm not going fast either. I'm taking my time. Remember to breathe in and out of the nose. We have 20 seconds. Got control, supported in my upper shoulder blades. Oh yeah. I can feel it with that fireplace on or the wood pellet stove. All right, come on down to the knees. If you need to do a little bit of a cat and cow, you can. And we're going to move into our last yin pose, okay? You're going to come to sitting on your sit bones. We're coming into diamond. So diamond pose, you bring the palms of the feet together, but it's not like cobblers or butterfly where you bring the feet close into the pelvis as you can. We want a nice opening, like a diamond shape. I don't know if you can see that on my screen, but I don't want those feet close in. I want them further away. So I have this beautiful diamond. I can pretend I just got it out of the mind. Very happy. And then I'm going to bring my hands to the palms of my feet. I'm going to inhale, and on the exhalation, folding forward. For some of us, that might be a little bit of a movement. For some, you might be able to come further down. I've already started the 2 minutes. And again, if you're not in a still pose right now and still kind of adjusting, that's okay. It's amazing. Like I'm recording this right now about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday. My mobility at 4 o'clock in the day is completely different than what it is in the mornings. So I'm able to move further into my poses if I've been up longer, moving the body more throughout the day. But man, I can totally feel this in my hamstrings. Feels really good. Allow the face to soften. Remember, we don't want to be tensing up. Control of the breath. Another nice little cue is visualize the breath traveling to where you feel the stretch, making sure that there's no pain, discomfort, compression in the back. Almost there, ladies and gentlemen. And I know it's hard to hold things. It's hard to stay still. If any of you guys know me personally, you know I'm a very active person in movement. It's taken time to train myself to be still. It is possible. Observe the sensations. Observe what's going on. I'm going to slowly come up out of the fold. Please bring the hands underneath the outside of the knees and guide the legs slowly till the knees come together, and then extend the legs, gentle shake. We're going to move into our fascia reboot, which is our bird dog pose, and that just kind of where we just stretch the fascia. The reboot gets everything moving and moist again, okay? Or a little bit warm, this is what I'm trying to say, so it doesn't seize at cooling down. So come into your tabletop. Wrists are in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. And remember, this is alternating arm and leg. And this is just for a minute, okay? And go. Remember, with your foot and your leg coming up behind you, don't swing it up above the hip. We want that straight line. Continue with this movement, alternating the arms and legs, all with control. I am feeling this in my butt, but I've done quite a bit today, so some of you have already seen me today. It feels really good though. I love noticing, observing the difference in my body, from the beginning of a practice, throughout the practice, and then to the end of the practice. We have 3 seconds. Finish off your bird dog. You move cat and cow for a moment if you need to. And then send your heels. I did it again. How many times, people? Send your sit bones back to your heels. You're going to sit in rock pose. So we're sitting back, shoulders away from the ears. We're going to move into those neck stretches, okay? So you're going to inhale, chin to chest, and back. Chin to chest, and back. Chin to chest, and back. Into center. Turning side to side. Inhale, exhale right, center. Exhale left, inhale. Exhale right, inhale. Exhale left, inhale. Exhale right, inhale. Exhale left, inhale. Ear to shoulder. We're going to start with the right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, exhale right, center. Exhale left. Oh, I'm tight. Center. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale left. Inhale. One more. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale left. Inhale. We're going to do neck circles. We're just going to do 2 rounds per side. So you bring the chin in towards the chest and slowly, with control, complete a round. And then do 1 more. And then we're going to switch sides, okay? Whatever direction you just did, now go in the opposite direction. Bring the chin up. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. We're going to move into our Kapalabhati. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Begin. Exhale through the nose, lean forward, and retain that exhalation. Inhale up. Sorry, like I said, my nose is runny today. I'm going to slide off my heels, come to seated cross-legged position. I'm going to come into alternate nostril breathing. I'm going to do 4 rounds using my index finger and thumb, my right hand. So I'm going to find that rhythm of the breath again, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, raising the right hand up in front of my nose. Plug in the right nostril, exhaling through the left. Inhale through the left. Retain. Exhale through the right. Inhale, retain. Exhale, left. Inhale, retain. Exhale, right. Inhale, retain. Exhale, left. Inhale, retain. Exhale, right. Inhale, retain. Exhale, left. Inhale, retain. Exhale, right. Inhale, releasing that hand down, return to your natural breath. Feels so good and clean. We're going to make our way down onto our back, keeping those knees bent. Feet are flat on the floor, heels in line with the knees in line with the hips. We're just going to move into a nice little bridge movement here for a moment. When you're ready, raising those glutes up off the mat, coming up one vertebra at a time from the coccyx up the spine. Some of us might just get the sacral up. Some of us will get the lumbar, connecting into the thoracic. Remember, the thoracic doesn't really move. Clench those glutes. Making sure those knees aren't taking a vacation inwards or outwards. And slowly releasing down. You can bring those knees in towards the belly. Just give yourself a nice gentle spinal massage. I love spinal massages. If you're not a fan of it, that's okay. You don't have to do it. And we're going to get ready for the most yummiest part, which I love, Shavasana. So extending those legs out, feet point towards bottom corners of the mat, arms put a 45-degree angle from the body, palms up. Allow the face to relax. We're not going to move into tense and relaxation, right? Or tense and release. We're just going to just be, excuse me, a little bit of a cough there. Allowing the body to sink into the mat. Noticing any sensations in the toes, the feet, and the ankles. Moving up into the calves, shins, thighs, and hamstrings. The pelvis, the hips, the glutes. The belly, the chest. And then bring your awareness to your whole back. Slowly making your way up from the lower back, going up the spine. Feeling all the connections of the back on the ground. And bringing your awareness into your fingers and your hands and your wrists. Any sensations. Arms. From the forearms up and past the elbows, the forearms and triceps. And the shoulders. If you need to do any last minute altercations, adjustments to your body. And then bringing your awareness into your neck and your jaw and your tongue, your eyes and your forehead and your scalp. The whole body. If you have a little smile on your face, bring it on there. Why not? Giving yourself a pat on the back. So happy, content. Your internal body, the fascia, the muscles, the tissues, you name it, they are happy. And slowly bring movement to the fingers and the toes, a gentle movement to the neck, side to side. Bring the feet together when you're ready and arms overhead, a gentle stretch, or you can make it a big stretch. And release. Turning onto your side, just to give you that little bit of a oomph to come up to a seated position. And you choose crossed legs, seated on your heels, or if you're still in Sukhasana or Shavasana, you can be in Shavasana. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Have a fantastic day for you, whatever season. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me through Facebook or Instagram. Find me Inner Strength Yoga with Cheryl Minkoff, or sending me an email. Guys, have a fantastic day. See you later.